say, why should he? Sabano, your parano, and I do be a buddy, a man, ya parano, bed, ya parano. Would you end him? Hediana, Waba, Cecilia, I am friend, Waba, near friend, what that's how I know what other. Bayo Dakwasi won't come what the Takreb and Sumuma Bibia, who are what better. A man of Pro what Hadia, what the come what is Yash 1 minute. I felt you are now open. What I was saying, one man sanctuary nearby redeem, and away in the patrone, Saban, what the more, what the Mufua, why is the Cosia da Tosso, Peter Sacado, would you have Tonyamu, was also what the daddy and Tamu, what Tonyamu Sako. Sabano, Baku and Pimu, who didn't walk for fun. Hey, your parano, so I do not tata. Your baby, parano, why should he? Sabano, your parano, and I do be a buddy, a man, ya parano, baby, ya parano. Your parano, so I do not tata. Your baby, parano, why should he? Sabano, your parano, and I do be a buddy, a man, ya parano, baby, ya parano. So what's your no want ya in a two? Now I can know, baby, a parano. What's your quackano, no quack, you share, baby, a parano. You will be a fan, sat in Madana, and one, and baby, a parano. Maybe I was one your parano, so I do not tata. Your baby, parano, why should he? Sabano, your parano, and I do be a buddy, a man, ya parano, baby, ya parano. Your parano, so I do not tata. Your baby, parano, why should he? Sabano, your parano, and I do be a buddy, a man, ya parano, baby, ya parano. I can tell you what.
Bringing you the best mix of music right here, right now on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Me dot sem pabia ya fam pem okenke na wa emia bia fisinga sikresam misi subia mo twanya bam wo pebiribia mi apa kesesam obia bi subanga ma mi fisura akodi akwama wo bonsam jam koko ninko unim dia unim wo ye maturo mojo ebini mani afina ebini no musu mojo mi apa no kwarichi asa mi ya dam peja wo ba konka won asam woni wa anka me ni ma jese ya tonta tia mona akua bini ba pop skinny mi okon
your parano, so I do not tata. Your baby, parano, why should he? Sabano, your parano, and I do be a buddy, a man, ya parano, baby, ya parano. Your parano, so I do not tata. Your baby, parano, why should he? Sabano, your parano, and I do be a buddy, a man, ya parano, baby, ya parano.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
See me so sad.
love tonight. Mibua, Anna, and I want everything to be right. Ajay, we're gonna make love tonight. Me and Bemabunu, Nasa, Namitia.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
Wow, welcome. How was your week? Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Breeze Live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. We come your way each and every Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Music in the background by Abrewa Nana. DJ Yus in the studios giving us some old tunes to usher you into the weekend. So hey, what will you do this weekend after a long week? Send us a comment 02000 92925. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. We're also streaming live on YouTube, Ɔdadeɛ Radio. If you want to listen to us live online, just download the Zeno FM app and then join us. So keep shining the lights because we are Ɔdadeɛ Radio. We'll be right back. and gentlemen, so let's look at today's motivational quote. Yes, Lois is not in the studio because I know you miss your voice, but hey, the show must continue. So today's motivational quote, all right, it goes like this: close the door to the past, open the door to the future. Take a deep breath, step through, and start a new chapter in your life. Close the door to the past, open the door to the future. Take a deep breath, step through, and start a new chapter in your life. Straightforward, direct message. So we have people who are still holding on to past experiences, what somebody has done to them, this person did that to them, all the negative things that happened to them. They are still holding on to it, and that is actually eating them up. So today I want to tell you that forget the past. It's difficult to forget the past, but you can actually learn from it and then work on yourself to look into the future. Listen, any bad experience you hold on to prevents you from thinking freely, because every time you want to harbor some bitterness in you, and good things don't come to those who harbor bitterness. So instead of focusing on whatever happened to you in the past that you were not excited about, just learn from it, look into the future, and then start a new chapter. Now, that new chapter is going to give you a chance to be a better person, because now you have experience from the old chapter. The old chapter is good. Yes, that's your history store, but don't hold on to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just close the door to the past, open the door to the future, take a deep breath, step through, and start a new chapter in your life. Let me remind you that today we have so many things for you. We have the tech trend, where we'll take you to the world of technology with Reginald. What's happening in the world of technology? I know Elon Musk is still doing a lot, but I don't know if today Reggie will do that. And then we have the social media trends. What's happening in the world of social media? A lot is happening now. The social media space always has something happening. So we have all the G's for you when it's time. Moving on, we have lifestyle. We'll give you some tidbits on how to better yourself or certain things you can do to make your life easy, some DIYs and some to do and not to do. So the final one will be that big interview. That big interview when it's time for the Breeze Chat. Today I want to focus on tourism in the central region. And our resource person is no other than Ɔdadeɛ Kwame JC. He is the regional director, Ghana Tourism Authority, Central Region. So we have so much for you. So packed today because it's Friday, and we know you love your Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, you can call the studio line on 030-255-1014. 0302-55-1014, or you can send your contributions to 02000-92925. So happy birthday to all November borns. Yesterday was my birthday, and all those who called to wish me well, the messages, the gifts and everything, I say thank you. I'm excited. Most of you said I've touched your lives. We can only get better at what we do. Moving to funeral announcement. So tomorrow is the burial of Mrs. Emilia Amano Boedu. She is the mother of Ɔdadeɛ George Amano Boedu and David Amano Boedu. So please, Ɔdadeɛ, let's go and support our brothers. The funeral will take place at Kaneshi Presby Church, and the final funeral rite is at Cleaver House, in between Tigo head office, around Adabraka. So stick and stay with us. Send your comments. 0302-55-1014. We are live on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio, live on YouTube, Ɔdadeɛ Radio, and of course, join us on the Zeno FM app. So, Ɔdadeɛ Radio, shine the light. Today is music, back to back, old school. So enjoy this. We'll be right back.
Put your hands in the air. That's right. Raise it up, so keep it on. All the girls out there, keep it on. Everybody out there, put it on. Check it out, y'all. Ready, rock, stone. Check it out, y'all. You don't stop. Keep it on. Ready, rock, stone. Keep your eyes on the prize. Yeah, yeah. Africa, Africa, Africa. Keep your eyes on the prize. Check it out, Ghana. Ghana, this is Ghana, my people. Big shout out to Big Shout out to all the people in Africa. I'm crying, alright? That's right. Africa. DJ, check it out.
Do I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Do I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Then clap your hands like there was a million mosquitoes in here. Jump like you was some crazy aquantier. Party people, show me how you feeling back there. Do you wanna party boogie? Then get out your chair. The big baby became the shake rare. Call me whatever you want, but don't call me Seth. Black musketeer, I swear, I do declare. This year definitely my year. So cheer, cause that's all the boy really wanna hear. But beware, no fear. I see the jealousy everywhere. I work for myself, so you can't tell me nothing. Now who's laughing? I told you the plan, kid. You thought I was bluffing. Never say die till the bones are right. I dropped one album, now everybody rapping it. Opposition taking it, got your mother screaming it. I got the youth backing it. Got the feeling when I'm talking. Don't care if you drive a truck, C-class or you walking. Respect yourself, cause I'm watching. Cause my style is shocking. Got the clock ticking. Yo, tell me, I be the #1 secret weapon. In Africa, I'm open for discussions. Now tell me. Yo, do I make myself clear? Yeah, but I got the facts to back the superstition. Beast the mystical fear and whatever the mission. Forget the World Cup, check out your condition. Economical competition before the dribbling. The biggest crime in Africa, skin bleaching. Jerry curls, baby, now that's a sinning. Jesus Christ was a bibini, what I believe in. Make I free my mind this morning, afternoon, and evening. I don't know what time it would be when you get to listen. Wear your K socks, even when you're kissing. Cause it what, huh? Anything could. Big disease with a small name is frightening. Sexual suicide, not physical attraction. Don't wanna be nobody's napkin. If you helped in the making of the song, then it's you that I'm thanking. I don't care who you are, if you be a superstar. Drunk run to Roscoe, catch a blasting. Yo, baby, I'm burning. Plus I'm feeling very, very African. Where was you when we was we? Way before I started rapping the key. Backbush, muscle T, guarantee. Good times, way before Glance was my Harani. What if you talk big, you had to back it with money. Randy P, I was gonna DJ Papa J, and everything was fine. See, yo, sometimes I sit back and try to reminisce. Shows like a sofa dazzle, we all miss. Do I make myself clear, G? Do I make myself clear?
Easy Casa Records. Ready, rock, stone. Ready, rock, stone. Mr. Rap, coming back again. Here we go again. We're about to do this live. Keep your eyes on the road. Do you know who's in the back? Rock stone. Do you know who's in the back? Rock stone. Yeah, Mr. Sun out there. We're gonna do this live. Africa represent. Africa's coming strong. Big pocket in the back. You know what I'm saying? Who is rock stone? Who is rock stone? The strongest MC in the back. Right now. We're gonna do this live. Keep it on. Put it on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. You don't stop. We keep it on. Let me tell you something. It's the hottest thing, and it's on its way to the top. And it's on its way
Bringing you the best mix of music right here, right now.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Bringing you the best mix of music right here, right now.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
to
the breeze. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from that music break. So, let's jump into the world of social media. What's happening? What's trending? What are Ghanaians talking about? Or what's the world talking about? So, let's look at the first one. So, the World Cup is about to start, and Ghana played their friendly with Switzerland. In fact, before the match, people started complaining that some people who are supposed to be in the team are not there. So, as usual, the side coaches are saying, why is this player not in? Why is that player not in? And Stonebwoy also came to say, why are some players not in? And some people jumped and attacked Stonebwoy saying he should focus on his music. But don't forget, Stonebwoy also pays tax. So he has to say to some of these national issues. So please, those attacking Stonebwoy, please allow him to also voice out when he sees certain things not going right. But so far so good for the Black Stars. They played with Switzerland and they scored 2-0. Now everybody is saying, or most people are saying, with a crop of players, the team is promising. They can deliver results and people are happy with the outcome of what they played. Now Elisha Osu, who plays with Giants in Belgium, is really trending because the focus is on him. A lot of people are seeing the skills and finesse with which he plays his ball. And Daniel Efriebani, who is from House of Oak, has made the first appearance in the Black Stars. And this is exciting news for the rest of the players to know that once you're doing well in your team or in your local teams, eyes are watching. So they can only go on to do better when they are playing locally. And kudos to Daniel Efriebani for this great achievement. For every player, the dream is to play for your national team, for your country. So to be called into this, I know he's going to do well and do so well. Now Sadio Mane is going to miss this World Cup. Why? Because he has leg injury. Sadio, everybody was looking up to Sadio to take Senegal into the World Cup, but due to leg injury, Sadio cannot make it. But hey, we'll still represent, Ghana will represent the rest of the team and the world at large. Now, people are happy that I don't know if Ghana-Nigeria thing will ever end. People are saying that is this a kind of ball Nigeria wanted to go and represent Africa with? That hey, they should relax and allow the Ghanaian players to do the justice. But it's all good. Let's move to Aremia Anas. We all know he's always doing some investigations here and there. He did one that implicated the former president, GFA president of Ghana. Now, Anas is out with a new video called Galamsey Economy. And with the kind of buzz and publicity this promo video received, a lot of people were expecting to see deeper things as to what's happening in our environment, because Galamsey is a canker we are trying to fight. The president said he's ready to put his office online to fight this canker. So people went out to watch Galamsey Economy and some of them felt disappointed. Why? Because they said they didn't see what the title was talking about. So this was actually focusing on what is happening in the presidency or behind the scenes in the government. So some people felt so disappointed watching Galamsey Economy. But Anas will always come back and give us other exposés. We can only hope that he keeps bringing us jaw-dropping expose, and that also caused the president to sack the staffer. So in the world of entertainment, we have Case Daniel, who will be performing at the World Cup. Now, Case Daniel has a song out called Ɔdadeɛ, and the song is really doing well. Ghanaians have jumped on the song. Now, when you listen to the song, you actually think that he's Ghanaian, but he's not. But the song is so nice that you can only jump to it. You can only jump to it. So December is coming. A lot of people are coming into the country, and there is so much to do. So let me tell you that the tourism sector is going to be our main focus. The tourism sector. Plenty of people are coming in. Hotels are cashing out, reservations, events, so many events. As we go on, I'll mention some of the events. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what's happening in the world of trends. So stick and stay with us. You can send your comments to 02000 92925, or you can call in the studio 0302 551014. We are live on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana, on Twitter Ɔdadeɛ Radio, so you can tweet at us. Do you think Ghana has what it takes to win the World Cup? Send your comments 02000 92925, or you can call in 0302 551014. We are live on YouTube as well. Subscribe and join the vibe. Ɔdadeɛ Radio, shine the light. We'll be back.
More music on trendybeats.com.
I want to flex my love, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a man, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. You don't want to find my trouble. Enter bathroom, fresh up. She na me you come through when your heartbreak, push and share heartbreak. Na me the bite dinner for your man thing. Enter bathroom, fresh up. I want to flex my love.
That's right. I hope you're making your morning. It's the breeze on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, quick announcements for you. So tomorrow we have a Greek panorama. So tomorrow I want to look at the contribution of plant breeding and seed system to crop production. The contribution of plant breeding and seed system to crop production. So your host will be Ɔdadeɛ Kwame Amwakohini, co-host Johnny Adofeni, and our guest is Dr. Maxwell Dako Asante. Dr. Maxwell Dako Asante. He is the Deputy Director and Principal Research Scientist, Rice Breeder, CSIR, the Crop Research Institute. So join us tomorrow on a Great Panorama from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you are an Ɔdadeɛ or a corporate body or a service provider and you want to market your products and services, please feel free to come to the studios of Ɔdadeɛ Radio, located inside the Alumni and Mentorship Center, to advertise your products on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. We deliver value, we market your products, and get your information out there. So come to us and let's shine the light with you.
By the end of the night, enter bathroom, fresh up. I want to flex my love, I want to impress.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time with the year groups tomorrow. I know a lot of you really enjoy this segment, time with the year group, where you get a chance to reminisce and remember old days, the old good days in Presec Legon. So tomorrow, Ɔdadeɛ Radio presents time with year groups, and we have the 1982 year group representing. So from 2 o'clock to 4:30 p.m., we have the 1982 year group in the studios of Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Your host, of course, Ɔdadeɛ Johnny Adofeni and Ɔdadeɛ Eddie Kofi. So tomorrow, make sure you join us. Tomorrow also we have the funeral rite for the mother of two Ɔdadeɛs, Mrs. Emilia Amano Buedu. She is the mother of Ɔdadeɛ George Amano Buedu and David Amano Buedu. Please, let's go and support our brothers The funeral is at Kaneshi Presby Church with the final funeral rites at Cleaver House. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so much for you. We're talking about tourism, so stick and stay after this commercial break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, so I don't know, but it seems men, when it's our time, people don't want to pay attention to us. Father's Day, it's very dull. Mother's Day, loud. So many shows. Now, tomorrow I'm told is World Men's Day. So for World Men's Day, what are we going to do? The men, what are we going to do? Are we going to play football? Are we going to, sit at the round table and eat some kebab? Are we going to have some PS2 sessions? Are we going to seize the remotes? so DJ used to say people will be eating fufu. So in the bigger Sanka, the men, World Men's Day. What do you think we should do as men? Send your comments 02000-92925. World Men's Day is tomorrow. What do you think the men can do? Send your comments 02000-92925.
I want to flex my love. I want to impress. And I want to carry my love to a place she loves. I want to impress. And I want to carry my love to a place she loves.
Oh, yes, it's Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for the quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
Sunset, you are a kumpata kumpuya cambrofro, na sanka Truma Quarana, Nanya, welcome to Yamu, retired Brigadier General Francis Xavier Frey, Adam Wamachiakasana, Mobaridis in Semuya. Adam Wamachiakasana, Mobaridis in Semuya. A crowd now call Batana Waman, so they brought there.
At the same time,
you should know that
Nana Esia do Oko Ababu, Otto Shebi,
but it used to be 70% that the agri contributes to the economy. It's because of certain lapses that has made a figure decline.
I don't know why they see farming as a bad occupation, because in other developed countries, they take agri very seriously. They make a lot of money out of farming. They use a lot of modern technology to improve their yield. But over here, we only see it as the use of certain money or small implements such as cutlass and hoe, which don't really do much. If you want to go into mass production, which will bring you a lot of money, you use a lot of modern technology that will help
Agric Panorama on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Agric Panorama is a radio program that is aimed at creating a unique platform for all farmers, traders, processors, transporters, wholesalers, and all other actors within the agric value chain. Agric experts, policymakers, students in agriculture, and other stakeholders as they participate in a panel discussion to unravel other matters to improve agriculture and agribusiness sector, which is the backbone of Ghana's economy.
It's beneficial to the country in the sense that the non-companies in this country, the products these companies bring out are from agric, or the raw products are from agric, which has been processed into finished goods.
With agric, as I was coming, I wanted to do biology, but my grandfather was the person who told me that, why don't you try agriculture? Because I'm a farmer, and look at where I am. So you can also try agriculture, and then you can see how far you go.
Agric Panorama will be broadcast live from the studios of Ɔdadeɛ Radio online every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You can listen and contribute to this program via the Zeno FM radio app or Ɔdadeɛ Radio app from the Google Play Store or App Store. Also watch it live on YouTube or Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio or Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. Ɔdadeɛ Radio, shine the light.
You are listening to the live streaming of Ɔdadeɛ Radio. May I please have your attention for this announcement? Are you an Ɔdadeɛ? Are you looking for that opportunity here on Ɔdadeɛ Radio to reach out the many Ɔdadeɛs out there? Let your schoolmates and your targeted clients know of your products and services. Here on Ɔdadeɛ Radio, we shine the light on all that Ɔdadeɛs are involved in across the globe. Come and support us and let's reach out to all Ɔdadeɛs through our medium to know your business and services. To all Ɔdadeɛs and other stakeholders who wish to offer their support to Ɔdadeɛ Radio should please call or WhatsApp us on 0200 29295 or call us on 030 255 1014. You can also reach us on our social media platforms at Ɔdadeɛ Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Send us an email at odadierradio@gmail.com or visit our studio at the Presec Alumni and Mentorship Center AMC on the Presec campus, Legon, Accra. Ɔdadeɛ Radio, shine the light. Thank you for your attention and please stay glued to Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Retired Brigadier General Francis Frey. Adam Roma Chiakasana Abubari Dinsimuya. Akra Kokra now call Batana Wamans, Rebuodenya, Akredu. Nana Esedu Oko Ababu, Otoshebi, Lakrapim Kumini, Olokonaye, Lata Nasahine, Nana Utu Ajimfra, Latakubasi, Nana Mankrado Okotojima, Nana Ampo Fada Bra, Otoshimin, Latakubasi, Osia Hino Vice Admiral Set Amwama, Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Thomas Opon Pepra, Chief of Army Staff, Abusuapen Yabu Jan, Abusuapen Esiedu Bequin, Osia Hino Kofi Amwako, Oraire Agnes Danso, His Excellency Ambassador Afaridonko, Asofupong Awada Temajoin Church, Ne St. Augustine Anglican Church, Awalate Ano, Nuanga Safoma, and Mania Busuadu Sunia Benede Machuaman said, Retired Brigadier General Francis Siedu Ajimfra, Etum Payo Pokesim, Akranya Fisia Elio Watimiansa, Okuna Fortuna Chibasa, and near to Chiaguni Samne, Oraire Perpetua Theodora Ajimfra, Na Emane David Ajimfra or Wonkran, Michael Ajimfra or Canada, Oraire Edna B. Apia Cran or Canada, Charles Ajimfra or UK, Nafe Francis Ajimfra or Wonkran, Afena Conqueja, Oboda Etosia Dunum, 25th November 2022, Wabayan Asrafu Sum, War Garrison Methodist, and Nasa Private Church at our Bama Camp, Oria Koto Bankamia, what you want to go Primolate, Longakusi Hope, added to November 26th, Obayan Sumolate, Waria, Wakapena Krabe or Anglican and Mukrabe at Awalate, Ebusamba Trasi, a real down from what you are Solate Kubasi, added to Quesida, Wakonu Sumolate Kubasi, Retired Brigadier General Francis Sebia Frey, Siedu Kakaram and Kranya Diama Sebia Obama, Cassia Wapo or Srenia Wakoda, Wotsuna to Dunia to Sana, Nangua, Johnny Akrabusi, Asena Brown Crown, Makase Bass, Irifia Diaway, Only Baba, Woodana Mountain,
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200-092925.
Hey, this is Antoine Mensah. You're listening to Ɔdadeɛ Radio live from the AMC. Keep it locked.
Hello everyone, this is Benjamin Nkitia from
Hello everyone, this is Chris Fifi Johnson, Director of Communication Ɔdadeɛ Global. Don't change that dial. Ɔdadeɛ Radio, shine the light.
Hi, this is Patricia Obonai, Global Vice President. Keep listening to Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
That's right. So, music in the background by Sarkodie, our own King Sark. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to have your tech hub. In the world of technology today, a lot is happening. So today, Reginald is in the studios to take you through what's happening in the world of technology. Reggie, welcome to Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Thank you very much, Demo. How you doing?
I'm okay. Yeah, we give thanks.
Yeah, we seen ourselves living through the sad hardship of the country.
So take us away.
All right. Good morning to our lovely listeners out there. It's a lovely morning, and you're live streaming on Ɔdadeɛ Radio, shining the light. Now, today on the world of technology, I'm going to take you through some of the most paid tech jobs in the world. We're going to look at some of the most paid tech jobs in the world. Reason why I'm doing this is a lot of people are not informed about these jobs, and they're not informed about how much or the career path they could take. You'll find yourself landing some cool tech jobs. All right. So the first one is data analysis. The sexiest job of the 21st century, according to the Harvard Business Review, is being a data scientist. There is a tremendous need for people who can analyze data to assist business in making decisions, but there aren't many skilled candidates available. A 2021 Brookworks research states that supervisors of level 3 data scientists can earn up to $250,000. Additionally, according to the Brookworks, the majority of data scientists hold a master or a PhD in engineering, computer science, or mathematics. And $250,000 is huge a year.
Right.
Yeah, and it looks like it is a field in tech where there are not a lot of people there right now. There's a high demand for data analysis or data scientists, but there is not a lot of people with the skills there, and businesses are actually looking out for people who could help them analyze and help them making decision making. Now, the second on the list is software developers. The demand for software developers is increasing. The growing demand for technology-driven goods like smartphones, apps, and other products is what fuels this increase. All right. With some programmers create application system, programmers create operating system and useful interface. Typically, applicants must hold a particular degree in computer science based on a research on my firm. But I would like to disagree with this statement, because you find out that now in the software field, there are not a lot of people who have computer backgrounds, or let's say degrees in computer science or software engineering, but you turn yourself working as software developers in most IT firms. Right now, it's basically about your skills and if you have a strong portfolio, those are things that qualifies you. So a lot of things that are looked out in the interviews: your skills, your experience. These are the two things. Regardless of the fact that you might have a certificate in computer engineering, this is not something that's really strict on when looking out to enter into the software development field. Now, the third on the list is information security analyst. Information security analysts have by far the most available positions on the list. According to global security firm called Risk-Based Security Splashbox, more than 22 billion records were compromised in 2021, and this shows the need for information security analysts in business business firms, because you realize the number is huge. 22 billion records were being compromised. This one because most of these companies or most of these firms don't lack information security analysts that could give them analysis on how they will have strong security structures to help have a strong structure in their companies. This hack serves as a reminder of the urgent need of information security in our corporate world. And the common need they say is a bachelor degree, but I have an issue when a lot of these people bring out the fact that in the IT firm you need bachelor degree in computer science. It's not really true now, because I know or I've seen heard from a lot of people who are in the IT firm right now who didn't have a computer science background, but you have found themselves working even as senior IT guys in companies, whether being a software developer, being a data analysis. It's according to YouTubers, teachers will tell you that it takes a minimum of 6 months to solidify yourself in entry into an IT field based on what you want to do. So if you want to be a software developer, within the span of 6 months, you could find yourself being self-taught with some few experiences and some few projects. You could land yourself a job as a software developer. So regardless of the fact, if you are out there and you don't seem to have a computer science certificate or a software engineering certificate, it's not an issue. You just have to sit down, go through the right skill, learn the right skills, build a strong portfolio for yourself. Then you find yourself landing a job as a software developer or an information analyst. And the next on the list is one of the highest paying tech careers is DevOps engineer role. It could refer to a number of the operations teams. What they do is that they develop applications or a member of their development teams who assist with deployment and network operations. They code, they script, they do network style management expertise as well as knowledge of applications that are used in DevOps called Jenkins and Git. And some other duties of DevOps systems includes knowing Linux and Unix. And these are just skills that are required for building, for entry into the field of DevOps. So never mind if you don't understand, you can do a quick research on them, what Jenkins is, what Unix is. You have to know some programming languages like Python, PHP, and some Ruby. Also, you need to know how to connect cloud services for the sake of automate processing and establishing a maintenance deployment infrastructure. Now, a DevOps engineer ends, you're looking at between $95,000 to $140,000 a year, and that is a huge sum of money. And I find it straight that I know people are saying this, that there seem not to be jobs in the world or even the country, and people are always looking around, looking for themselves in a job, taking on their certificates around, working 24/7.
No, let me come in now. I think growing up, we all know that the Ghanaian parent majority will say just go to school, be a doctor, be a this. Even if you want to say, you tell them you want to be an artist, they'll say no. So people have grown up with this thing in the system. They don't know that whatever skill they learn or whatever experience they have on the journey can give them job. That's why people are still going around looking for. But if you have a skill like the IT skill that you're talking about, trust me, you make a lot of money.
I think right now the trend should be learning a skill, because looking at, I love something that a futurist Kwame said. He said right now, if you find yourself in a situation where there are a lot of complaints on financial difficulty, financial hardship in a place, there are like three things you could enter into. One is using your knowledge, what you know, making money out of what you know. Right. Two, entering into the cyber crypto, entering into crypto. And third, IT firm. If you are doing IT, I think if you are someone that's computer school and you're still looking for a job and still not to find a job, I think you should look at entering into the IT field. And trust me, you ain't going to regret it. And there's something you can learn and come to. And the next thing we're looking at is we're looking at blockchain engineers. This is an expert in building and implementing architecture and solution based on blockchain. That's a blockchain engineer just looking at building architecture and structures, circulating the blockchain. What they do is that in many fields and locations, there'll be a great demand for blockchain specialists. The global market for blockchain solutions is anticipated to reach more than 15.9 billion by 2023. And there are a lot of people entering into crypto. There are a lot of people entering into Ethereum, and people have realized that right now the digital market is making money. People are investing, and we need people who will be building software solutions that can help maintain and manage the whole blockchain architecture. So hence the need for blockchain engineers who will be able to come in to build solutions. Now even websites and stuff, people are looking forward to build Web3, that platform where you can make transactions with crypto. Right. I even have an account there where instead of the same way you can make transaction of money to someone, you can also make transaction from crypto. We need people who will be able to build SaaS solutions, because now the world is moving from Web 2 to Web 3, and we need such people around. And now the programming efficiency is a must for blockchain engineer, as it's an extension knowledge of the repo. You need to know some Bitcoin technology. You need to know what Ethereum is, as well as consensus mechanisms, security protocol stacks, and cryptographics libraries and functions. These are the core things that are needed if you want to enter into blockchain engineer. engineering. You need to understand the whole crypto space. You need to understand the whole blockchain space, and you need to know a bit of programming language. Now, the amount of money that a blockchain engineer earns is $150,000 in a year, and that is said to be a compensation for a blockchain engineer. So that's just a conversation. Actually, people are making money.
Yeah, people are making money, but it's not easy to get there. We can only jump into that tech field and then get things going. But hey, technology is the way forward.
If you want to make money, Charlie,
it's the way forward, because now with technology, you don't really need a lot of human beings to do things. Robots are coming in.
At that time, we need DJ. We need DJ.
But we'll need DJ to create that software that can program the music.
Yeah.
So maybe the DJs will also be adding on in the world of technology.
Yeah, they'll be in their room. They'll have an app and
they'll be working from home. Exactly. A time will come, we'll not see. In fact, even now, we can run the show from different locations. You know, with a Miro platform where we can all be on one platform working. Whatever work you are doing on the platform, I'm seeing it. Whatever correction you are doing, I'm seeing we are moving things on the platform. So technology is the way forward.
Yeah, this is the way forward. I don't know why you still be battling with the fact that it is going to be the way forward. Because if you are here and you are still fighting on it, Charlie, it's I don't know why you're still. The last thing we're going to look at is a cloud architect. Who a cloud architect is. So a cloud architect is responsible for establishing cloud architecture, developing a cloud structure, and overseeing deployment. So let me take an example. Zoom, right?
Right.
When you finish recording an event or a meeting or webinar, you realize that a pop-up comes and be like, we are storing your video or your audio in a cloud, Zoom cloud, or do you want to store it locally?
Right.
So you are looking at cloud basically where you store data. So a cloud architect is someone that builds infrastructure on how the data is stored. So it's stored on a cloud service. You get it. So they are architects for that. The average amount of money a cloud architect makes is $107,000 per year. However, the field of cloud computing also refers to variety of employment rules and variety of employment rules and responsibilities that come with respectable income. You can learn more about the highest paying cloud jobs in your research. So yeah, guys, these are some of the top paying IT jobs. Even in 2023, you should look up if you're in the tech field, you want to enter into the tech field, you want to enter the tech field for the sake of money. You know, a lot of people, one thing that attracts a lot of people to want to enter into the tech field is the money.
Yeah, but let's go back to our educational sector where we have schools in the rural communities who don't have access to computers and all these things. So how are these children going to grow and also have this IT skill? Because it's difficult drawing a computer on the blackboard and telling students click. Like how? So what is GES doing to ensure the students get the right learning to be able to move this country forward, because they are the future?
Am I speaking for country Ghana or the world?
Let's talk about Ghana.
Okay. So you're looking at a country where we are set to have a system in place to help boost science and technology in our country.
Right.
So we have the Ministry of Science and Technology, right? Good. Now we have seen a huge problem where these people don't have access to IT knowledge because they don't have access to the device that could help them know. So like computers, laptops, even a simple thing as a mobile phone.
Right.
These people don't have it. So what are we doing? How do we supply? I think the things we're looking at is how do we supply these technologies to them? The first thing is who is going to ensure that these things are handed over to them, and who is going to help them with the knowledge of it, the maintenance. Why is it that we are not looking at, we are found ourselves where we are sharing school uniforms, but we're not sharing laptops to people, we're not teaching them how to use it. They'll tell you that, okay, lights are not in this community.
So why don't you put lights there?
So I think it's high time we should stop the excuses, because, these people grow up very ignorant about what the world is about. They are stuck in a place where they don't know what the world is going to. The future of the world is digital. And if you have no knowledge of it, it's a sad thing. You have to. And these are ignorance level where you can really, really put yourself as a setback, because you don't know what things are. Things are made simple, but for you are struggling to find a lot of things, even the farming. the farming industry there. A lot of things. Maybe someone wants to become a footballer. He doesn't have access to the information. Okay, fine. He doesn't watch Premier League. He doesn't have the internet to watch Premier League and start to improve and to know how to get access in the football career. So I think these things are things that I don't really like to talk about. The fact that someone is not doing his job well, I don't like to talk about it. But I'm saying actually, we should really, if you really want people to understand, the people in the village to understand what they're going about, we can do better. We can't shape all of them yet. Accra is getting choked.
It's sad because I've been to the northern region, I've been to Cape Coast, I've been to Asimfusu, and you see students.
I remember there was a joke. BC, they asked someone what a mouse is. The person drew a mouse.
Yes, and the person will draw the mouse because he's used to seeing that kind of mouse.
Yeah, he's used to seeing that kind of mouse, and it feels like they're not taught. You can't blame them. They're not taught. The question is to that. I also feel like the teachers too might have been doing their best. They might have written letters to GES. They might have gone there, and you're not minding them.
So who is supposed to do the job?
That is the question you got to give.
Because if we have a ministry in charge of science and tech, I think they should focus more on the students also. Because
they have national science and maths quiz.
Yes, we have the quiz. Yes, I think, but
yes, it's not the best.
Let's do more than that.
Yeah, I think we focus on so much on the theory part of things.
Right.
We don't have our practical things for the people.
Okay. Hey, Reginald, thank you very much for coming through always with Tech Hub. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you to the world of lifestyle. Let me just give you some tidbits in the world of lifestyle. So number one, see your doctor regularly. See your doctor regularly because a lot is happening in our system that we cannot see with the naked eye. So make a time to always visit the doctor to check your system. Do that blood test and know what's happening to you. 2, eat well for a healthy waistline and a healthier you. So stop eating too much carbohydrate. Make sure you eat balanced diet. Have some fruits after a meal, and then you have good food for yourself. Number 3, make movement a mainstay. Some of us in the corporate world, we are used to driving always. So please try and park your car, take a walk, get a bicycle, ride, and then it will help you also. Also lower stress. Some of us work, reduce the workload, and then rest. Rest is important. Value sleep. Stop smoking habits and drink a lot of water. Reduce the drink and reduce the smoking. Ladies and gentlemen, don't ignore all what we've told you because this is what will keep you going. Enjoy. We'll be right back.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925. Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you we have the Breeze Chats, the very big interview today. Let's look at tourism in the central region of Ghana. So when we talk about the central region, we're talking about Cape Coast and its environs. And today we have our resource person, Ɔdadeɛ Kwame JC. He is the Regional Director, Ghana Tourism Authority, Central Region. He'll be joining us via Zoom. So if you have questions, you can send it to 02000 92925, or you can call in 0302 551014. We are live on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. We are also live on YouTube at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Join us on Instagram, follow us, subscribe on all our platforms, Ɔdadeɛ Radio. So I'm getting ready to jump into that interview, but before that, let's take this music. When we come back, we'll go straight into the interview. It's Breeze. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I told you we have so much back for you today. And let me say that Ɔdadeɛ David Amano Buedu and Ɔdadeɛ George Amano Buedu will be burying their mother, Mrs. Emilia Amano Buedu, and their sister, Dorothy Amano Buedu, tomorrow at Kaneshi Presby Church. So please, fellow Ɔdadeɛs, let's go and support our brothers. They are burying their mother, Mrs. Emilia Amano Buedu, and their sister, Dorothy Amano Buedu. So the funeral rites happening at Kaneshi Presby Church, with the final one at Cleaver House. We also have a great panorama tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. A great panorama, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So join us. Let's look at the contribution of plant breeding and seed system to crop production. Do you just go to the farm and put in a seed in the soil? What kind of seed do you need? Do you need to nurse the seed before you transplant? These are some of the questions that our personalities will be delving into. So just take and stay. We have so much for you. Also, we have Time with the Year groups. Time with the Year groups come tomorrow. 1982 year group will be in the studio from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. to have their time on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. They are here. They'll be talking about the projects they are doing, the donations they've done to the kitchen, the school canteen, and then all other important things that you need to know on Time with the Year group. So tomorrow, join us from 2 p.m. to 4:30 with your host, Johnny Adofeni, and then Ɔdadeɛ Eddie Kofi. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think the Black Stars can win the World Cup? Send your comments 02000 92925, or you can call in 0302 551014. Are you happy with the team so far? They played Switzerland in a friendly and they won 2-0. Are you happy with the Black Star team? Are you happy with the players? Send your comment. Hey, Asamoah, congrats to you. I know you are now a certified coach, international coach. This came as a surprise to a lot of people, and we are just happy for you because I'm sure Ghana will be chasing you to coach the national team. So please send us your comments. Join us on Instagram at Ɔdadeɛ Radio, on Facebook Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. Please join, like, and share. We'll be right back.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, and I know you are happy it's Friday. What are you going to do this Friday? What will be that favorite food you will prepare? Send us your comments 02000 92925. So I told you we have that big interview concerning the Central Region and its tourism potential, and we are supposed to be talking to our resource person, but we are having some technical challenge. Once we get that sorted, we'll come back. So the interview will be via Zoom, and we are sorting things out in the background. But before that, let me remind you that we have so many programs for you. If you are a business and you want to market your project, please feel free to come to us at Ɔdadeɛ Radio so that we can market your products. Are you aware that Cape Coast has other tourist sites apart from Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle, Kakum National Park? We also have the Ahum Cafe. We also have the International Stingless Bee Center, Hans Cottage, the beaches, and all. So, have you been to Cape Coast? What do you think we can do to improve that tourist site? If you have ever traveled to Cape Coast, what do you think can be done differently to make it more interesting or to make the place suitable for tourists? Send us a comment 02000 92925, or you can call in 03002 551014. What do you think Cape Coast or the Central Region can do to pull more tourists to the site? December is coming. A lot of tourists are coming down. What do you think Cape Coast can do to host the tourists well, to give them that experience? Send us a comment 02000 92925. We'll be right back.
Why you do me so? Oh, man, why you do me so? I don't know where to do you, why you do me so? What else? Oh, man, why you do me so? What else? Yeah, I think I said we're doing this together. I thought we were gonna be forever. Not me home yet, but I was trying to make it better. See, I send the mile, be be farmed up for Stella. I guess I didn't get the memo. Minim say in the bank, you sign it emo. You always want to make me feel like me and Pemo. Michelle once I'm recording my first demo. 2007, I'm a falling my work I would dream. And until you're consuming now, it's like a dream. Oh, baby, cry, this is too extreme. And you wait, guess how many people go stream? Cause a lot of niggas know exactly what I'm talking about. They might be cheating, but memory is not allowed. I swear to God, said maybe I was born faithful until the first female suddenly broke a vow. I feel like you don't be my baby. What else? But you don't follow Aladigo, Gado. I feel like you make you be my honey. But you go say I know fear for your bills, Yaro. Mama, I don't give up on loving. Because without you, I know I'll love. Oh, I don't give up on one thing, nobody. I don't know what I am again. I'm a non-living thing. No, I'm a non-living thing. Without you, I'm a non-living thing. Baby, I don't exist. I don't exist without you. I'm a non-living thing. Beginning, I thought I was tripping. But I mean, him said the time is ticking. And I could see that something was missing. Me, my Willie Betty, I never kept you in the kitchen. Cause Superwoman, and I believe in your vision. What else? Can't bring me home, but I was wishing. See me, because when I talk, you know the lesson. Many bema, but you took over position. Sick of a large the pain, I'm also with Jamie in the vlog. We moon, I see then a boy in your fraud. About the taco crime, me push it drug. Sika, legitimate, and as a blood. Now, if you say we go right until the end.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, still we're having that technical challenge. So let's go straight to the phone lines and talk to our resource person, Ɔdadeɛ Kwame JC. He is the Regional Director, Ghana Tourism Authority, Central Region. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello. Can the music go off? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
In the world of technology, a lot happens, and it's unfortunate.
My brother.
How are you doing this morning? Welcome to Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Okay, so we want to look at tourism in your zone. And before we continue, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Ɔdadeɛ Kwame Jesse 81, and I happen to be the regional director at Ghana Tourism Authority, Central Region. And, you know, it's I'm somebody who is really interested in community development.
Okay.
You know, looking at alternative livelihoods. And so finding myself in the tourism sector, you know, has really been an eye-opener, and I'm really enjoying myself.
Wow. So, before we continue, are you happy your boys won the 7?
Oh, Charlie! I mean, you should have seen. You should have been here in Cape Coast.
Right.
I mean, when the program started, you know, the guys across the street, the Zebra Boys. I mean, there was a lot of noise.
Wow.
And then they slept early. Wow. I mean, it was too good to be true. I mean, yes, we truly serve a living God.
Now, Kwame, let's look at the overview of the tourism sector. Over the period, do you think things are getting better?
Oh, yes. We've really come a long way. If we cast our minds back, I mean, way back, like to the late 80s and early 90s. As a country, we're getting just around 200,000 visitors.
Okay.
And if you compare that to 2019, where we received 1 million and a little over 130, 30,000 thereabout.
Right.
And same thing before the 90s, before government started decentralization, all we had were the state hotels. I mean, wherever you traveled, if you wanted decent accommodation, then you were looking at the catering rest houses. And if you were in Accra, you remember Continental, Star Hotel, Tema, Meridian, you know. And so with decentralization, and then we had a lot of private people, you know, actually coming into the system. And as we speak, if you look at the numbers in terms of registered and licensed facilities, I mean, that is under those that have been carried out by the Tourism Authority, we are looking at about close to 5,000, of which 4,000 of them are in the accommodation subsector. For F&B, that is food and beverage, just around 500. And then the travel trade, that is those car rentals and the travel and then the tour operators.
Okay.
Yes, around like 400. So it really come a long way, yes.
Okay, so you made mention of people in the transport ministry or the transport sector, the hotel. Some people actually think when we say tourism ministry, your job is just to make sure the tourist sites are there. So can you delve deeper into the mandate of your ministry in terms of the other things you do apart from ensuring the tourist sites are vibrant and running?
Okay. For starters, the ministry is responsible for policy, that is policy formulation, and then for the Ghana Tourism Authority, basically our mandate is to promote Ghana internationally and domestically, and by doing that, we also advise the minister when it comes to policies that affect the tourism sector.
Right.
And if you look at our act, in there we are supposed to formulate regulations for the industry as well. So we are a regulator, and then we are also promoting and marketing sustainable tourism. And then we also carry out research into to see if there are any negative practices or impacts, Yes, so in a nutshell, that is what the authority we do. And if you agree with me, PRESEC itself is an attraction, but we don't own, the tourism authority doesn't own the attraction.
Right.
It's in private, or you say is in the hands of the school. What we can do is to help so that we can make the Ɔdadeɛ brand, more attractive. So now that we have the mentorship center, should we decide that, so now let's put up a package, people who want to come visit PRESEC, we're going to take them around the different houses. We have a photo exhibition or a video hall where all past Ɔdadeɛs, so then we will build it up. So if you decide that you want to do that, then of course we'll come in and then we'll tell you that, yes, to get us actually working well, these are the kind of facilities or services that you need to provide. And so the Tourism Authority really has a lot of legislative instruments that we deal with, whether it's in accommodation, catering, travel, trade, all for the attractions, or what you said, the attractions itself. So, yes.
Now, your region happens to be one of the most visited regions in Ghana because of the Elmina Castle, the Cape Coast Castle, Kakum National Park, and all. But are the locals really coming to the sites to visit?
Oh, by locals, are you referring to
Ghanaians traveling all the way to visit these sites?
Yes. If you look at the figures, I would say more than 70% of all the visitors to our sites are Ghanaian. Are local residents. And for us in the central region, if going way back, 88, 89, when a group of young people, sat down and said, hey, central region, we are always, close at the bottom or close to the bottom.
Right.
And so what can we do? And so these guys, the late Arthur Austin was part of it. And they said that, if government is in the process of decentralizing, the administration, these are the kind of things. More power then was being given to the PNDC secretaries, regional secretaries. And so quickly they established what we now have as CEDICOM, which is Central Regional Development Commission. And they put together, a good proposal. UNDP came in. And so a place like Kakum, which at that time was suffering from logging and hunting, they were able to get, Parliament to designate it as a park.
Right.
And with the monies coming in, USAID and Smithsonian University, from the US and others, so they came in, and that transformed Central Region. And so Central Region all of a sudden became the heartbeat of Ghana's tourism.
Okay.
It's actually because of the hard work. It's unfortunate that we've not been able to replicate this in other parts of the country, but this was a deliberate intervention, just like we had the President of the Republic going to the U.S. for the year of return, leading our marketing strategy.
Right.
Then Chairman Rawlings also bought, this idea. So we restored the forts and castles, Kakum, the walkway too came on stream.
Okay.
And it is because of tourism, or through tourism, that the Center for National Culture in Cape Coast is about the best. I mean, if you look at the facility and compare it to what other places or other regions have, and then we had the regional hospital, which is in Tibet, and a lot of people don't know that it's because of tourism. And then way back when we had internet, I mean, I was listening to and watching the session earlier on talking about ICT. And because of tourism, with Pana Fest, Emancipation, coming to Central Region, by 1990, you could not even get close to like 20, internationally, like well-standard rooms. But all these interventions, and now we have viable, hotels that actually we can be proud of. I mean, we're still looking to get more.
Okay.
But it's because of tourism. And so internet connectivity, the optical, the cable, Central Region being, or Cape Coast being one of the first to enjoy. And it's not only about Central Region. If you look at Labadi Beach Hotel is about 31 years, maybe this year. Yes. And so if you look at that time, we did not even have 3-star, much more to mention 4-star to get 5-star like we do today. So tourism really has, done a lot. And even though the idea initially was that, when we have our visitors coming, they can have places for leisure and for business.
Yeah, that takes me to my next question. With these people coming in or tourists visiting the sites, how has it reduced unemployment among those in your region?
Yes, if you're looking at the statistics, with all these hotels, obviously the people who come visiting, they need a place to sleep, they need a place to eat, you need transport. So apart from, going by public transport, say taxis and stuff like that, now we do have car rental agencies, so you can actually go in and rent a vehicle of your choice, whether it's 4x4, whether it's a saloon car, and so it's been good. We're looking at a situation where we'll be shifting the focus from the regional capital, and then actually get into the districts, because every community has something to offer. The only thing is that you must go for the low-hanging fruit. And so what do you have comparative advantage?
Right.
That's the way to go. Yeah.
So let's look at the experiences. Apart from people visiting the sites, yes, I've come to Elmina, I've gone to Kakum, I've gone to this. Your outfits, do you have other packages for people who come there, for them to experience other things, especially looking at this festive season that we are about to enter?
Yes. If you look at our December in GH, a lot happens. Since it started, the concentration is actually been in Accra. But as we speak, I even have a young gentleman in my office. And then so we're trying to see, apart from the National Festival of Arts and Culture, which is middle of next month.
Yes.
We are also looking at our own localized December in Cape Coast. And if you go to Swedru, if you go to Winnipeg, everybody's trying to do their own bit.
Right.
And as I earlier mentioned, we are the regulator. We don't control, let's say, or we don't have control over the site itself. But what we'll do is that, yes, whatever site or whatever event, then we'd have to make sure that if it's an outdoor program, what is the security like? So once we hear and then we talk to the organizers,
right.
If it's not up to scratch, then of course we would also want to point it out that then, hey, put in these safety measures. So people would come into our office, they'll come up with proposals. Sometimes they need us to just to facilitate between us and the other agents. Tourism is everything, whether it's sports, whether you come in for education, whether it's for medical purposes.
Right.
And so, yes, that is then what we do. And then what we also do is that we try to encourage, for the Tourism Authority, we have the Visit Ghana app.
Okay.
And so when you get there, initially we had wanted to just put everybody there, but we said no, we want the operators themselves to actually go in there and provide their information so that if you want to do any online payments, because we realize that we are using, or most of them are using foreign booking systems.
Right.
And so what the authority has done is to provide this app, and so you go in there and then you log in your information, and then what we would do, or what we are doing, is just to monitor the kind of information and pictures that they put there. So if you are a one-star hotel, you just don't go out and try and sell yourself as a 4-star.
And that's very, very important. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yes, it's because of the booking aspect. If not, if it was purely on the side of marketing, and then we would just uploaded all their information.
Okay.
Yes, but because we also want them to take advantage of the booking system so that people can actually go there. I'm sure when we are done, you should try it.
Okay.
And you can actually filter it region by region, district by district. And so if you want to see the attractions, it's there. If you want F&B, it's something that's really good. So these are some of the things that we've done.
Right.
And in terms of packaging, yes, I can sit in my office and put up a package.
Okay.
But I'm not the one doing the business. So what we are saying is that for the tour operators and the hoteliers and the attraction sites, they actually need to sit down and then to come up with a decent package. So when we say that, hey, visit Ghana 10 days with about $1,500 or $2,000,
right.
You know that, hey, I'm staying in a 2 or 3-star hotel, I'm visiting A, B, C, everything is paid for. And then if we are able to also get the airlines on board, then you could actually say, maybe 3,500, 2 weeks in Ghana.
Wow.
Flights included. So we need to build their capacity, and that is what is on the shelf, instead of everybody trying to do their own thing, everybody trying to have their own website,
right?
And you go there and the information is so outdated, Yes. So gradually we will get there.
That's a good job done so far. Congratulations to you and the ministry. Now, over the period, personally, coming down to the central region, you got to a point where there's so much traffic around Kaswa, and then some of the roads leading to the sites are bad. Can we say the roads are improved now?
Well, I mean, even if the road is improved, with this single lane, it's still not going to help us. We need dual carriage or more.
Okay.
I mean, 3 or 4 lanes, so that we can actually make it in an hour, 20 minutes, or even less. I mean, once we are not meeting any car head on, we should be able to do that. Yes, an hour, 15 minutes max. Yes, we should be able to do it. So this is something that we would have to look. We have to look for the money as a nation. I mean, there's no way. Yes.
So,
alternatively,
okay.
Yes.
No.
Yes, we could also look at maybe going by sea. If you are, for some of us, seasickness is a big deal. So, but for those who can survive it, no problem.
maybe the ministry can pump some helicopters into the system also to transport
so maybe
people.
Get some giant hovercraft.
Yes.
And then from Jamestown to Kotokraba.
Right.
You are on and a few drinks here and there, relaxing and then seeing all the coastline. Maybe you can even make a stopover in Winneba, things like that. Or rail. Anything that will fast track it. And then for those who have jet, yes, then maybe they can fly, some small aircraft and within 15 minutes.
No, Ɔdadeɛ. No.
But then for the rest of us, they have to do it the usual hard way like we are doing now.
Yeah, that's true. So apart from Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle, Kakum National Park, which other sites are there that most people don't know of in your region?
What really comes to mind will be the Slave River, which is at Asemanso. And then you can actually, the slave trade, you can actually start from Asem Praso.
Okay.
When it comes to Central region, yes, our historical heritage, and so not only Cape Coast castles, when you get to Anamabo, we even have, we have Fort William, and now we have the Anamamo Memorial Garden, Agri.
Right.
It's from there. Ekem Ferguson, they are all from Anomabo. So Anomabo also has a very rich,
history,
tourism resort.
Right.
So
okay.
In fact, we have all the other forts, but like somebody will say, "Oh, once I've seen one, why
should I go to the other?" That's true.
And apart from that, if you're looking at education, especially Cape Coast, even though Presec we are number 1, but if you are looking, there's Wesley. You can actually come on an educational tour.
Okay.
Apart from the Cape Coast University, there's Wesley Girls, Infantsman is close by.
Yeah.
Adi School, Augustus. It's for the local, for domestic tourism. If we get it right, people visiting their wards alone over the weekend should be able to generate. I mean, like we don't even
Revenue.
have to
Right.
worry ourselves whether Kosibroni is coming or. Yeah, I mean,
I know you also have the Ahum Cafe, the International Stingless Bill Center, Hans Cottage, and others, the
Yeah.
beaches,
So-
and all. So your region is really rich in all these sites. Now let's look at your position. What are some of the challenges you faced dealing with this tourism sector?
Oh, for me, it's I'll say, or what is frustrating is getting all the players to, like to come together and agree. I mean, it's about marketing the destination. Yes. If we are able to market Central Region, Cape Coast, Ghana. I mean, if somebody, you go out and somebody says that, oh, so Ghana, I mean, what is it? I'm sure Ministry of Trade will tell you Ghana is this. Black Stars will tell you Ghana is this. Tourism will tell you. I mean, we just have to come up with one, and then we all run with it. Of course, with every, you can get maybe some sub-teams, but really, as a country, so if it's our culture, then we run with it.
Okay. Now, there's a question for you. It says some of these facilities have, some of these tourist sites actually have bad facilities, especially restrooms. So, what is the restroom, washrooms?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you visit some of these sites and the washrooms are just horrible. So, now that December is coming, what are we doing to ensure these key facilities are in the right standards?
Yeah, you are right. I mean, we just had, I think about 2 months ago, where we had a sensitization workshop with for operators of tourist sites. Museums, I mean, when you go to Cape Coast Castle,
right,
or Kakum, or Kwame Nkrumah, or Asumdue Park. Now, all these facilities, or whether even Akosomo, you want to go have a look at the dam. Now, all these facilities are not owned by Ghana Tourism Authority. And in the past, we had no control. But now a new LI has passed, giving us that power. So even if the facility is owned by the government, once it's being used for tourism purposes, then it means that they must provide certain facilities and services. And I'll use this classic example where you have just one bus load. There's like 40 people. Now, before they get even their entrance ticket, where do they sit?
Exactly.
The 40. And so if we are making noise, we want people to come, you want people to come. And then you have 5 buses arriving at the same time. How many washrooms do you have? In fact, what we have there are not even enough for the staff who work there. So if you want to do simple calculation. So we are aware. And now the airline, the schedule actually makes it mandatory. We need to look at the washroom ratio, even for people with disabilities.
Right.
And so this has just come on stream. And obviously would have to run with it and push it. But we cannot just say that, oh, it's been passed into law, so hey, your washrooms, they are inadequate, so close down. I mean, this time is the time that, yes, we are smiling and encouraging them. Pretty soon, we'll go in and say, hey, if you cannot provide, we've given you sometime. And so if you've not been able to put in these measures,
right,
then unfortunately you would have to you'd have to stop. And then we also need to add value. I mean, it's not everybody who gets to a site and might want or might need a tour guide or a site guide.
Yes.
I mean, some people would want to stroll on their own, and so when you have all the information there, it's really not a problem. I mean, so you can actually follow too.
Now, we have the tourism sector raking in a lot of money for the government. So why is it that we don't have enough investment in these heritage sites? And that's a question from Johnny. He's asking why, even though the tourism sites bring a lot of revenue, why is it that investment in these areas are really low?
Well, I mean, in the case of Central region, if you're looking at the forts or Cape Coast and Elmina Castle, these are World Heritage Sites, and so there's a limit as to the kind of things that you can do. If not, you'd actually be destroying, the structures.
Okay.
And so, yes. On the other hand, there are things that I agree that we can do, and sometimes people will say that, oh, government pays lip service because, hey, whatever you do, tourism there, it will happen. We will go for our weddings, our funerals, we will go for our meetings. I mean, whatever it is, we are traveling, and so when you sit at home and the money is coming, sometimes then you forget that you actually need to, put things in order. So, yes, we need massive injection of funds like what was done, as I said, in the 90s with the establishment of SEDICOM and the UNDP project. It was worth a little over $5 million US dollars, and then USAID also established a $2 million trust fund, and it's the interest from that trust that is actually, when a little work has to be done on the castles or maintaining the walkway, building the Vista Center in the park, supporting communities.
Right.
About 5 communities, Kakum Park was part of their stool land. And so when these communities have any challenges or, submit any proposal, then the Ghana Heritage Conservation Trust actually releases money. So for us, it's been good, even though we want more. This is, I mean, in the past, when you went out looking for money for tourism projects, it was easy.
Okay.
In 90s, even up to early 2000, yes. But now, most NGOs, especially foreign NGOs and the donors, they think that tourism is big business.
Right.
And so right now we need collaboration, public-private partnership.
And that takes me to my next question.
Yeah. So why, like you said, the washrooms.
Yes.
And so for the owners of these facilities, this is something that they should be looking at. If you don't have the money, get into partnership with somebody, and then you know that we are building washrooms. We have our own water on site, and so if you have 40 people, once the bus stops, and even 15 of them to just rush in there, I mean, for the next batch, obviously. So you need to employ people to clean, make the place, yes. And as the saying goes, yes, we need money. But on the other hand, I still believe that looking at the numbers that are going there, the only other challenge is because we wanted to encourage local participation.
Right.
And so you realize that most of if you take Kakum National Park and then say, look at the figures for 2019, the year of return, and then you have over 120,000 people, like say, visiting the place during the period. And then 40-50%, let's say, school kids who are paying 1 Ghana cedis, 30 pesos, then obviously you have the numbers, but you're not making the money.
Okay.
So what we need to do is fine. I believe that sometimes you can actually make the entrance fee, but the kind of things that you have, other paying services, that you can actually make money. That would actually compensate for people going in there and not paying anything. So these are all new models that the managers of these sites would actually have to look at. That what can we do? I mean,
yeah.
So Kakum introduced their children's playing park.
Okay.
And so, yes, even though your entrance fee could have been 50%, now you pay more to get into the children's playground. So.
So I was saying that I have another question for you in terms of collaborations with artists and filmmakers, because we have film tourism where the tourist sites can be used as places to shoot films. So what will be the procedure for somebody who wants to come and shoot a film in any of these facilities? Can you take us through the procedure for the filmmakers who want to come and use the facilities to shoot?
Most of the sites, you get there and then notice is up that if you want to film, this is the fee that you need to pay. But on the other hand, because we want to also promote these sites, so if we have people, whether they want to use it in their music or whatever activity, of course, when they come to us, we are all creative arts under the same ministry. And so we could easily come to some kind of arrangement, yes. But sometimes you get people, they'll come in and say, oh, yes, we want to film. And then you say, okay, no problem. The next moment, and then you see that it's being used outside Ghana for big bucks. Yeah. So if I'm here and a local artist, comes up and says that, oh, yes, I'm from here, a member of Musica or any of the other unions.
Right.
And then we look at it. Of course, we can do the facilitation. And so even if you would have paid, let's say, 10 cities, and then we are able to get it to, say, 7 cities or 5 cities, I think that's still worth it.
Right.
On the other hand, if we think we look at the project, and it's something that would actually also be to mutual benefit, why not? I'm sure whether it's the castles or any of the other sites,
right,
we should be able to work something out. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, let's look at this one. What has been your highlight for your region this whole year, especially with visitors patronizing the tourist sites and then your area?
Oh, for us, we've just come out of COVID, but I would say from last year, it's been wonderful because we had Independence Day, we had Farmers Day. This year we've had Central Regional Expo, and then a lot of and emancipation every year also happens. And come next month, we're going to have NAFAC, which is the National Festival of Arts and Culture. And so we are the host region. All the other 15 regions are coming to Cape Coast.
Okay.
Next year happens to be Pana Fest and Emancipation. And so for us, yes, it's in terms of the traffic, it's not bad. What we want to do is to see our numbers go up, because we are facing a lot of competition. If it's Kakum, now when you get to Kintampo, you have the walkway there, Bunsu, Aboritu, Water Region, I mean, that's another thing that, you know, the old Ghanaian way of doing things. Hey, you see your friend selling ice water, and everybody decides to go and sell ice water. So that is the challenge. But I think that it's good. But I'm sure in a couple of years, it's going to come and haunt us, because then the cost of maintenance. So yes, every community has something that is good, but you need to look at your strengths. I mean, having a walkway, I'm sure we could just do something, connect all the light poles, and then we'll just be walking. But of course, it's not safe. But now, the thing is that everybody wants to have
walkway.
like the walkway. And so when I come, anytime I meet the leaders, even in terms of our festivals, you realize that most of them, particular months, and then it's like everything is happening and everybody is busy. So, hey, you want me to come to your hometown? Meanwhile, I'm going to my hometown. So when it comes to new events, we need to look at it and spread ourselves in such a way that there's something happening. I mean, was it last weekend in Franston? I mean, if you look at what happened, I mean, they descended on Cape Coast in their numbers. So the homecoming for students, whether it's PhD, is becoming bigger
and bigger.
Right. And so we need to position ourselves, market it well.
Right.
For now, the challenge is like, hey, those who have made it. But all of us, whether I made it or I did not make it, we are all still proud of Ɔdadeɛ.
Right.
And so when it comes to some of these events, what it means is that then it has to be a level playing field. And so, yes, the people are coming to Cape Coast is good, but if you look at the numbers, and then we are saying that if accommodation, I mean, getting a place to sleep, not necessarily the big hotels, we need to build our own capacity. Now, Airbnb, just like boat and, so we sit.
Not even tents. You can explore tents by the beachside.
So we look at it. I mean, if we do it well, it means that anybody with small amount, I would want to say that, oh, let me go, I'm an Ɔdadeɛ. And so within Medina, Abokubi, I might not be able to go towards the East Legon and, go an airport and look for accommodation.
Right.
But, hey, Mrs. Me baby, and then I would want to. So, and there's everywhere. I mean, now every school, every community. I mean, if we do it well, it means that just with the homecoming,
right?
And I'm sure the national size and mass quiz, where we go on retirement and we are sitting at home. That's what we will be doing when the boys are going. We just find this thing. We'll look for some comfortable accommodation somewhere.
Right.
And then you are sitting there just feeling proud, So there's a lot that actually we can do.
Right.
Sometimes we think that, we need loads and loads of money. It's the idea looking at how we can build the capacity.
Okay.
Unfortunately, in Ghana, another major challenge is that those of us in authority where the laws, we've been entrusted with the laws, it's like when we are crafting the laws, we are not thinking about the person who is putting the money. Yes, the standards, no problem. But when it comes to the registration, the process, if you go in and then you look at the figures, it's like, hey, we don't even want you to come and invest. And this one is not talking from the viewpoint of the foreigner. I'm talking about local Ghana man.
Right.
The process, the red tape, and when unfortunately some of us get tired or they say, hey, that's the law. No, fine, that's the law. But doing business actually in Ghana, and especially for tourism, it beats all. It's like everybody wants a bit of the goose that's laying the golden egg. And so the moment they hear tourism, we see hotel, it means that the person is making money.
Right.
I mean, that's a sad aspect. And so for us, if I tell you the number of facilities that are on stream, and for 2-3 years, they cannot get their final license. Fine, I have to recommend for the final license. But the law requires that they get the permit from other institutions or other agencies.
So why don't these institutions just have a key meeting, team up, and then quickly, put documents together for these people who have the right facilities that we're looking for? Because if the visitors come in and we don't have the facilities to house them or hold them, then I don't think we want to improve the sector. So it's time all the authorities come together under one umbrella and then quickly make sure these things are happening. Because personally, the number of people coming to Ghana from our end is serious. It's serious. So we just hope things get better. Thank you for talking to us. But before you go, we want to entreat you to come and advertise on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Come and advertise on Ɔdadeɛ Radio so that the information can really go out there to other Ɔdadeɛs in your region. It's been great talking to you on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. But before you leave, your final words.
Yes, tourism is about people. If you don't have the people in mind, then what happens is that your investment, you're not going to reap or gain anything from your investment. So whatever it is, whether it's a hotel, whether it's a site, wherever you're doing your business, at least look at the people around you, the community, your neighbors, because when there's fire, these are the people who come and help you put it out before the fire service, actually comes on the scene. So you need to take care of people within the community. The little that you have, when there's any community project, you try and support. So we are able to do that, and then for the fact that every community in Ghana,
right,
district by district, we have something that we can actually use for tourism. And so we should go ahead, contact your regional tourism office, or if you're at the district level, talk to somebody from Center for National Culture, our sister agency, and then we should be able to move the tourism agenda so that the benefits, what we term as the tourism dollar, would actually trickle down.
No.
Yes, I tell people here that, yes, sometimes the local people, they see the bus loads, they see the people entering the castle, you see them sleeping in the hotels, eating around, and then they are wondering, how does this money get to us?
Exactly.
How do we benefit?
Exactly.
But then again, it is true tourism that brought the teaching hospital. It is true tourism and Center for National Culture, the road network, a lot of things. But still, local balance, I want to feel it in my pocket. And to build their capacity.
Right.
People want to go canoe ride, maybe on the sea, help them at least upgrade their facilities. Airbnb, yes, it's living in somebody's home, even though some of them have made it a business. On the other hand, people come, and then they would want to even just go along with you. Maybe if the person knows how to swim, so let's go out to sea. I just want to see how you fish.
Yeah.
Or if it's a cocoa farm, I just want to go on the cocoa trail.
Right.
And he sees our local akpeteshi and say, I want to go on the akpeteshi trail. How is it? How is it brewed?
Right.
And so if the person wants to live within your community, whether it's a Ghanaian or a foreigner, first thing, as we said, how clean is the room?
Right.
Am I going to be beating my mosquitoes? And then the washrooms.
The washrooms.
So I want to do it and it's raining. How? What happens? So we need to provide or upgrade these facilities. And so whether it's your friend that you are inviting home for your festival or anybody that comes. I worked in the Upper West region.
Okay.
And I also worked in the Volta region. And I said to myself that, so if we had homes, like instead of staying in the hotel, being a government, official transferred to a new region, and so if I had a chance where I could live with a family like 2-3 months and to be able to learn the local language,
right,
at least kakao di bechucha, and then even to prepare local food.
Right.
I mean, can you imagine the kind of money we'll be living within the communities, and then also the bonding? And so in the same way, all our people could say that, we have French-speaking countries surrounding us. You want to learn English? Holidays, come. And to live with a family, say in Medina. And then 2 days or 3 days within that period, hey, you meet at Presec, and then there's somebody who will take you through English,
right,
classes. This is money. This is money.
Right.
So, tourism can actually take us places. and everybody also has the capacity to be a partner.
Right.
Yes. So thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you very much, Ɔdadeɛ Kwame JC. Still, we are serving a living God. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We've been talking to Ɔdadeɛ Kwame JC. He is the Regional Director, Ghana Tourism Authority of the Central Region. So, song in the background, Made in Ghana by Chami Kwame. Enjoy.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
I'm cool tempered. They say my dance is silly, oh. My girls are hips, yo.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
All my ladies taste like sugar. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana. 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 You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana.
Like a besi kotoka, boga unity ya odeka. Ya kase voice aisha na your temperature. Now you put on one some pocket pressure. Now still you did that. And show one show love you be ma. Boss with ya yes so when I treat the best I have to some the fans why ya Rasta man say one love from Bole to Accra one soul. Yenina city ya one do. Kill it will in the paya one go. But a man they want chop rango. Pass some few ones they want show. Gonna be the gateway, no be the window. Yenina do Ghana for presenting a yan show. And for die Mexica and when you change it back to the none of the woman tell me ya best sign you win sign you win sign. And why you miss out? Oh my God about the rapper but you run there to
I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana. 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 You can take me to London. But I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana.
Breeze. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from that musical break. Yes, today has been packed and I hope you enjoyed yourself. So you can join us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Also on Facebook, like our page, Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. We come your way each and every time, Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So we're talking to Ɔdadeɛ Kwame JC, who is the Central Regional Tourism Director, and he's been talking to you about what the Central Region is doing with regards to the tourism sector. So, in the Central Region, we have Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle, Kakum National Park, we have Ahum Kafie, the International Stingless Bee Center, Hans Cottage, Animal Boat Resort, and a whole lot more. So, visit the Central Region. Tomorrow we have a great panorama. So make sure you join us live on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. We want to look at the contribution of plants breeding and seed system to crop production. So from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Dr. Maxwell Daku Asante will be live on air with his co-host, Johnny Adofeni. Of course, we also have time with the year groups from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. So tomorrow we have the 1982 year group representing live. Ladies and gentlemen, we brought you the Tech Hub. Today we talked about jobs that pay in the tech world. So instead of sitting down, go and learn something in the tech world. We also brought to your social media trends. What's happening? Sadio Mane sadly cannot be at the World Cup. Hey, Black Stars, we are proud of you so far. People are saying the team is strong, and we just pray that you bring us the trophy as you go into this match. Know that we are behind you. So if you want to promote your business, please feel free to call us on 0302551014, or you can send a message to 02000 92925. Ladies and gentlemen, the show was brought to you kind courtesy a whole team. So on your music console, we have DJ Youth's transmission, we have Michael. Shouts to Lois, who couldn't join us today. From your tech hub, we have Reginald. Our executive producer, thank you very much, Johnny Adofeni, and myself, Demographics. You can call me Salom Duche Kudiabo.
Radio.
Let's go.
Yes, made in Ghana by Ochami Kwame. Big ups to your Ochami Kwame. Very soon, we hope to bring you to the studio to talk to us on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. So, ladies and gentlemen, the breeze is getting bigger. So, because most of you say you want more, production has decided to have Breeze Mondays, where we'll focus on environment and public health. And then we have Breeze Wednesdays, which will talk about business. Everything relating to business, we'll have that discussion on Breeze Wednesdays. And on Fridays, of course, we come to you with the creative arts and tourism aspect of the show. So now Breeze is 3 times a week. 3 times a week. Kudos. So before you leave, make sure you go to our website or the YouTube channel and subscribe to Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Demographics. Enjoy.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio.